Hello and welcome back to Lord Fenton Gaming Plays The Outer Worlds. I'm your host Lord Fenton. Today's The Outer Worlds side quest video guide. We're doing the entire distress signal from showing who should turn it into and why for each choices. As always, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more The Outer Worlds videos like this. And do not forget to hit the notification bell to be updated and more. Now the distress signal is this quest right here. It's a gateway quest to Roseway, which gives you a whole bunch of other quests. Now, towards the end, there's a choice, but for now, you need to be on the groundbreaker in order to find Gladys right here. So we're going to bust out the map right here, and this is where you're supposed to be on the lower floor. It's right here. She also is a vendor that sells items too and information. So this is it right here. We're going to go inside, and we're going to speak to Gladys right here and get the ball started.
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient, or an oven. Just like store-bought. Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one Nav Key, and they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in. Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms... Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago. Can't say I know for sure. Maybe it never really was.
Wonder what kind of haul they left behind. Comm centers don't operate themselves, Captain. Someone had to have sent that distress call manually.
Those corps are cleverer than all get out. Might have been a ruse to keep the rest of the board from sniffing around. You've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like that. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs. Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done. Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me. Here, take a candy with you.
Now that we got the side quest, the distress signal, we have to find access to Roseway. Guess what? The distress signal was already sent to Ada on the Unreliable, so I'm going to skip ahead in the video towards this. You need to speak to Ada right here in order to get the nav coordinates for Roseway so you can safely land there and also start the ball going on these items for Gladys or not, depending on your choice.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? Yes, Captain. Beginning playback now.
There's viscera and death everywhere. Gunfire, gnashing teeth. The unemployed. For law's sake, if anyone's receiving this, please send help. What? No!
Captain, we are now capable of accessing the Roseway landing pad. Also, corporate protocol requires that all distress signals include a list of key personnel for retrieval. The embedded names are Anton Crane, Vaughn Cortez, and Orson Shaw. May luck be with you. Of course, as I am sure you are aware, luck does not exist. But it seems to comfort humans to believe they possess good quantities of it.
There you go. We got the nav coordinates right here. So go to the navigation terminal right here. Pick Terra 2, select Roseway landing pad, and now we have access to Roseway. So we're going to land there right now. There you go. We have land there. So now we're going to exit the ship and go to Roseway. So what I'm going to do right now is skip ahead on the quests that you should get for the distress signal. There's a total of 3 of them. Ignore by his bootstraps because that's just a side quest here. So first of all, what we're going to do is get the one for Orson because Gladys needs the item from Orson, who found out that his item is missing. So we'll go over here, right in this building here. Just follow the where I am going. Just turn around right here. And this is where Orson should be. I'm going to skip ahead in dialogue so we get the ball going.
Why, yes. I suppose I could. Thanks. No. Well, yes. Well, no. Perhaps. I left schematics in our storage facility. As far as I know, the security commander hasn't found them yet. I admit I'd feel better were they returned to me. Say, you wouldn't happen to have a tube of thermal paste on you, would you? Blast. Well, good luck. I hope I see you back here in one piece.
Now that we got by Vulcan's hammer here, that is number 1. We skip ahead towards Vaughn right here, the second NPC. So next up is the Amateur Alchemist we'll have to get. Like I said before, you need to grab these quests here. There's a total of 3 of them in order to be able to have the option to turn the items to Gladys or the respective quest givers. So we'll speak to Vaughn right here and get the quest start for the Amateur Alchemist.
My equipment's in the lower levels, way in the back. I have a big room all to myself, dissection tables and whatnot. It should have been running this whole time. Just grab the results and bring them here. Great! This is really gonna save my ass.
Now we have the Amateur Alchemist. The next side quest we're going to need is the Doom that came to Roseway right here. Anton is the one who gives you that side quest. That's for the 3rd item that Gladys needs. Up to you if you want to turn to Gladys or not. So let's go get the quest right here.
Yes, but don't kill their mother if it's avoidable. We've need of her to replenish our stocks. I think there's gas in the lab somewhere that can be used to put them out. The research is in the safe in my office. You'll have need of my code and keycard. The lab's entrance is in the side of a hill. You can't miss it if you just follow the road. You'll pass by the town's original... by the Grand Architect. Jameson. He's in the old lab. My protege. I sent him to retrieve some metabolic precursors, and I forgot him. That would surely lighten the weight on my conscience, as I am held to account for the well-being of every scientist here. Too many have been lost. Too many black marks against my name, as it were. And far too much paperwork. I'll thank you not to mistake my ambition for callousness. If my colleagues refuse to take their lives seriously, why should I? All they do is complain. They refuse to see the opportunity afforded us here. Believe what you will, but I'm not the manipulative, ego-driven person you think me to be. I'm not.
Now that we are finished with the grabbing of the side quests for the distress signal, we got the Doom that came to Roseway, so there are a total of 3 of them and 3 items. So what I'm going to do is show a location of each of the 3 items really quick here. Please consult my other video guides for the items if you want a more detailed guide. So let's get started. Now the location for the schematics for Vulcan's hammer is right here in the storage facility here. This is the same area for Sam's personal quest right here. So there's the schematics right here. So now we have a choice to turn that in or not. So let's do the next quest up on the list here. Now note near Cassandra is this area right here. There's this terminal right here where one of the canisters are at by me. So access this terminal right here and complete the experiment. Now we have the results right here. We have a choice to turn this into Gladys, Vaughn, or Anton. Choice is up to you. So let's get to Doom That Came to Roseway item, the last one. Now, during the Doom That Came to Roseway, you have a choice of murdering Cassandra or Sweet Talker into giving Anton's data up. The choice is yours. Depending on which difficulty, Supernova, I'd probably say Sweet Talker. So there you go. We got the data. So now we have a choice to turn into Anton or Glad. So let's get the next step. The Roseway method is when you turn all 3 quest items from the 3 different quests on Roseway, not the Glads right here. So we're going to have to tell Glads the bad news on all 3 items and complete the quest. So here we go.
Have you had a moment to look into that little opportunity I told you about on Roseway? You don't hurry up. Someone will get to snooping around there before you do. What's that? Speak up now. What'd you turn up? Well, that's just swell, sweetheart. Good for you. A shame you didn't visit old Gladys first. That would have fetched a good price. I may have thrown in a batch of my famous sugar cookies just to sweeten the deal. If Auntie Cleo's exporting wraps from Monarch, golly me, someone's going to be in the soup when they get caught. Bless your slippery little fingers. Isn't that just a shame? Prototype schematics go for a fair handful of bits around here. Darnation. It sounded like a gold mine, but maybe that's just my old hopes getting in the way. I suppose it can't be helped. Law bless you for doing the legwork, sweetie. Don't forget your pal Gladys now. You can come visit anytime. Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me.
And that is the Roseway method right here, everyone. So the next thing we're going to speak about is the Gladys method, when you turn all 3 items to her instead. Now with this method right here, you have kept all 3 items until this point right here. This means you'll turn this into Glads. By doing this method, there'll be 2 botch quests, and the trophy Denastic is null and void if you have not earned it yet. So we're going to turn this in right now and get some extra cash from Glads. Here we go.
Have you had a moment to look into that little opportunity I told you about on Roseway? You don't hurry up. Someone will get to snooping around there before you do. What's that? Speak up now. What'd you turn up? These corporations, I tell you. Once they get an idea into their big dense heads, there's no getting it out again. Can't imagine how I'll offload this. But waste not, want not, I suppose. Pardon me, sweetheart. My old ears must have misheard you. Did you say Raptidon? Gracious, someone must have hauled them off Monarch. Naughty, naughty. A couple of folks around here might pay a fair few bits for this. Might even be able to start a bidding war. Peaches and cream, if that isn't the most handsome bit of lethal engineering I've seen all week. That'll go for a tidy sum of bits. That's plenty, my dear, and more than I thought you'd find. You got a knack for snooping. I ought to just hire you next time, instead of those sublight lunkheads. Law bless you for doing the legwork, sweetie. Don't forget your friend Gladys now. You can come visit anytime. Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me.
Well, that is both methods right here, the Gladys method or the Roseway method, whatever one you want to pick. The Roseway method for anti-Cleo faction, Gladys method for Groundbreaker. Well, this is it for the Outer Worlds Distress Signal Side Quest video guide. This is Lord Fenton signing off. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day or night.